in Plainview, Illinois, tonight's venue for Club League basketball between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. What a game this should be between two heated rivals on the club circuit.
Heated rivals indeed. Rarely do you see teams like this dislike each other this much, especially in the club league circuit. But you know what? This is a showcase game for both teams.
At the center of it all will be MP, the star player for the Dynasty. He'll be tasked with keeping their winning streak alive.
Looking to make it a dozen straight wins to start the club league season. But I know the Wolfpack are licking their chops at the prospect of ending the Dynasty's win streak.
And how excited are you for this one? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other.
Wells outside. Dirko grabs the rebound. And Drake, you talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
Oh, talk about falling asleep on defense. What were they thinking leaving him open for that three? Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a five-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor, because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much.
Now here's MP. The three is up, and the Dynasty another three.
What focus from MP at the arc. He doesn't want to waste one of his team's possessions.
Wells outside. From the arc. Patrick Wells misses another. And here's MP on the outside. Rebounded by the Wolfpack.
Didn't convert this time, but that's exactly the kind of look that they want.
And they'll take that shot each and every time you give it to them. More often than not, that's a made three.
Robinson to Dirko covering. Outside Stauffer. Robinson sets the screen. Clock is at 3, and the shot goes in. And with the high school season now in the rearview mirror, for many of these players, they are solely focused on club play.
And winning on the club circuit is their only goal as of now. I'd expect that to mean the games are going to be a little bit more chippy because of that.
Knocks it down from distance.
That speaks to the versatility of MP. He can both initiate and shoot off the catch.
Pass to James. Here's Robinson. Nice D from Dave Zadirko. Here's MP. And the Dynasty tack on 2 more.
That's what you want from MP. Nice to see him being aggressive and looking for his own shot.
Outside Stauffer. Over Hawkins. Tries again. Try to bank it in, but it misses. The Dynasty leading. Can't hit that one. And when Patrick Wells joined this team, he added some much-needed shooting that elevated this team to the next level.
Ding! Yeah, just like an elevator, Joe. Really dialing up the damage potential this team now has from deep.
MP with the rock. He's picked up by Wells. And the shot goes in.
We've seen it from him over and over, but it never tires watching MP just ball out.
Stauffer with the ball. Offense has been clicking lately. Might want to mix things up.
Their mojo is gone. They need a basket just to regain some confidence.
Now here's Robinson. Outside, Timmerman. And once again off the mark by the Wolfpack. Brett Hopkins from outside. Rebounded by James. The Wolfpack trail. Outside Stauffer. It's Wells, left side. Over MP. And the shot no good. A bit short that time. Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
Now here's Stauffer. Here's Timmerman. Misses, and the dry spell continues. MP outside for three. Knocks down the long J. MP has been something else this first half, well on its way to a huge game. Now a timeout called by the Wolfpack. MP really making a difference out here.
Well, they have done a dangerous thing. They've allowed him to get into a rhythm.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution for the Wolfpack.
And here's James. Right wing. Fresh. Davidson defends. Back to Johnson. Cordova. Outside James. Shot clock at 5. Here's Carter. The rebound by Dillard. And with a showcase game like this in tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
Now here's James. Kicks it to Johnson. Over to the wing. Cordova outside. Now here's Carter. No good there with the triple.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him right there.
Dillard with the bucket.
And it hasn't just been one facet that helps them build the lead. They've been terrific all around.
It has been a complete performance, and the effort level's been fantastic too.
Now here's James. Kicks it to Johnson. Carter to end the run. Count it. It's good.
The size on the bench for both teams is formidable.
Oh, yeah, Danny, this team is stacked. I was looking up to some of the players walking in as we set up tonight. Woo, they're tall. I know one thing, though. I wouldn't take too many shots inside with either second unit tonight.
It's very easy to see why MP is so high on the scouts list with how he's scoring tonight. Now here's Carter. Tight defense on him. The shot by Cordova, no good. MP outside. And the Dynasty, another three. And you love how MP has been able to put up the points with all the scouts watching. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening are pretty slim.
Pass to James. And now Johnson to the left wing. Here's James. Carter now covered by MP. James no good.
Dynasty coach Duncan Carter has worked to impart a sense of focus in this ongoing rivalry. The rivalry of these teams is well documented, and he wants his club to continue their winning ways.
Yeah, Danny, he knows that the way the games have swung between these two sides is a dynamic rivalry. He would like the Dynasty to play at a heightened intensity for this round. Now here's Cordova. Pass to Fresh. Joey Johnson for three. The Dynasty grab the miss. Now here's MP. Cordova covering. MP with the bucket. And what a game for MP. He is showing out with a 30-point evening. They need to stop this run.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different defensive look.
Now here's James. Kicks it to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Carter. Over MP. Carter gets the bucket.
And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix. Here's Hawkins. And again, it's MP.
And look, this is something that scouts notice on a play like that. MP is willing to attack at all 3 levels of the game, including the mid-range.
Just looking to get anything going offensively.
Honestly, it feels like there's a lid on the hoop right now.
Right side, James. Outside, it's Johnson. To the inside. Carter, no good. Now here's Hopkins. He's covered by Johnson. MP with the bucket.
You have to love his efficiency from range in this one.
Valuing each and every possession, taking only the shots he feels he can make.
Now it's Carter outside. Fires the three. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Dynasty on top, running away with this one. Don't move a muscle. We'll be back right after this. The teams have had their break. The Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. Here's MP. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh, I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals, so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one.
Now here's Robinson. High post shot. Shot no good for Stauffer. And it's the Dynasty with the ball. From deep, it's MP. Pure from three-point range.
Kept his head up. Good look by Fisher.
Now here's Stauffer. Pass over to Robinson. Wells outside. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle with a lot of contact there.
Clever, using the opponent's eagerness to contain him against them, Wells drawing the shooting foul.
And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a three-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
Hey, he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, I mean, look out. The kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college.
And that one's good from MP.
And MP has a good feel for when he should look to score. These are the shots you want him taking.
Passes to Wells. Lets the three fly. Drills it from deep.
Using his unpredictability to his own advantage, a tough cover for any defense.
On the wing, Michael Wan. Outside Cobb. MP outside. Zadirko. 5 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
You look at this Wolfpack roster, a lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season.
Michael Stauffer knows how to make the right moves on the glass, showing us there.
Fisher outside. Out to the left wing.
Who's watching here?
MP. And the Dynasty, another three.
He just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Pass over to Robinson. Timmerman. Robinson sets the screen. Now Timmerman. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Michael Stauffer for three. The shot, no good.
And we're here in the gym of the Plainview Panthers. It's a familiar floor to some players in our game today because they go to high school here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, home court advantage is everything in a contentious game like this. A little extra bit of comfort might make a difference. You can't count anything out in such a heated affair.
Now here's Stauffer. Robinson sets the screen. Shoots a fader. The Dynasty grab the miss. Right side, Cobb. To the right side. MP up top. Takes the three. Good, and the assist goes to Eric Fisher.
Well, Danny, it's pretty obvious what they discussed at halftime.
Everything offensively has been perimeter oriented.
You compare how this game has gone between MP and Wells, and so far it's been all MP.
MP has left no doubt that he's ready for the next level. He's a man amongst boys right now, and the NBA is going to be in his future.
Fisher outside. MP. Rebounded by James. And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for.
Passes to Wells. Here's Robinson. Zadirko covering. Here's Wells. Tries to snap the cold streak. And the layup is good.
Patrick Wells doesn't have a size advantage inside, so it's all about his touch.
Here's MP. The Dynasty with another miss.
Not the best shot selection from them.
Yeah, they know how to look for a better chance than that one.
Up top, it's Wells. Gets it to go from long range.
This has been the core focus of Wells' game offensively. He's just so confident in his ability to hit from that range.
Outside Cobb. Luan. From deep, it's MP. But they'll get another chance. And that's good. Michael Luan for three. And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the Dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, Coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Now here's Cobb. Back to MP. From deep. And the Dynasty, another three.
Well, MP's coaches want him to look for that kind of shot more. You don't hear that about most five-star recruits.
Here's Stoffer. Passes to Wells. Patrick Wells misses another. Here's Cobb. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And now we're seeing them find their groove on offense in this half.
They've been the much more efficient team, chugging along nicely right now. Well, all game long, we've seen the passion that these teams have played with. No let up, no quit from anyone on the roster.
Yeah, passion is definitely one way to say it. Nothing that we can repeat on air, but it certainly seems beyond a little friendly ribbon.
Now here's Fisher. Here's MP. Stoffer comes up with the board.
Good chance at a score with that jumper, but it just didn't fall.
Good job by the offense, at least to create a shot like that.
Here's Cobb. To the middle. Zadirko. Count the basket.
Ooh, and Zadirko showed a nice touch around the basket.
Wells with it. There's the triple. A rebound by Dave Zadirko. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And it gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest.
From deep, it's MP. Nails the three-pointer.
He's been a force on offense all game long, at times carrying the whole team.
He helped construct this lead, and he's making sure they maintain it.
Now here's Stoffer. Passes to Wells. No good from 18. And some fantastic passing for them in this one.
The ball is flying around. They look like a disciplined, well-coached team out there.
Here's Fisher. Back to Luan. Now here's Fisher.
Hey, right there.
Just 5 on the clock.
Yo, watch it.
Luan with it. Wells on him. And Luan gets it to go.
Using that 6'7" frame. Look out. Luan went right at him.
Wells outside. Another miss by Wells. MP outside. Another three for the Dynasty.
It's so much fun watching a shooter have a big half from beyond the arc. When he's this hot, the green light is so bright.
Outside Stauffer. Pass over to Robinson. Wells, now covered by MP. And he gets the bucket to go.
And with Wells, confidence breeds confidence. When he gets hot, he stays aggressive and keeps going to the rim. If I'm on his team, I keep feeding him the ball right now.
Now here's Cobb. From deep, it's MP. And Robinson pulls it down. Now here's Timmerman. Defense right there. Wells, right side. Pass over to Robinson. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Dynasty. MP outside. The three. And the Dynasty another three.
You believe you've scored more than half the points? That's a major contribution right there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock here. James up top. Pass over to Robinson. Try to answer back, but that three is off the mark. MP with the rock. From past the arc. He can't get that one. That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continue their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0. Great win for them here.
Yo, she was here. I didn't see her. Oh,
Man, you mind if I talk to him real quick? I apologize, bro. Hey, look, I know we butt heads over the years, but we go to the same school now.
Bro, are you thick in the head or something? I don't like you, man.
Look, I ain't trying to be your best friend. I'm just trying to win some games.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about we talk on the court? And off the court, you and me win cool.
Great. That's a great attitude.
It
We're
is
going
a
to win
great
states
idea.
like
Yep,
that.
Yep, and I don't care about states.
Yeah, that's because you playing for the Scouts.
Right, and that's because you playing for the fantasy. What, you think they're going to rebuild the factories because you passing a little Jimmy in the clutch? You really want to help these people? How about you take over, make the league? Then when you got some actual power, you can actually help these people. All right, stop this nice guy hiding behind that when the truth is, you scared to become the player you need to be in order to build a real dynasty. This is just a costume, bro. These words, meaningless, unless you put something behind that.
Yeah,
Yeah, think about it.